Once again, today's video finds us on the mean streets where wild things can go on. This is a debate over a parking space that goes way beyond what you'd expect, and the ending comes from nowhere and surprised even me. Let's take a look at some road rage going very ragey in this reality check.
See, that is wrong.
Straight away, we got a car parking dispute going on here. Why people get so bent out of shape about these small, inconsequential things is frankly staggering to me. If you look around most major municipalities, you'll see debates all the time over people taking too long to park or getting in a space too early, whatever it happens to be. And the amount of rage that comes out of it is really quite spectacular. In this instance, people feel so aggrieved and so enraged by it, they're going to fight for this, and they're going to fight with weapons. So you got this little bat coming out there, the fists are flying, there's even a rather cheeky little teep kick going in there, all over a parking space and the anger that ensues from that. I don't know if you noticed, but there's an older lady in this picture as well. She doesn't appear even connected to the four that are going at it, but even she wants a little piece of the action with a little blade she's carrying in her hand. Let's take a pause on this for a moment just to think how ridiculous this is. When you're bringing weapons into a fight, you're now saying this is a weapons fight. If any of these individuals were in different jurisdictions, different places, firearms get involved in them. Because now you're saying this is what I'm going to use, the risks have now gone up, so you have to then meet that risk yourself. The difficulty that we often have when we navigate our day-to-day existence is keeping our temper in check on the things that get to us and niggle us. Because it's never the big things. A guy robbing a bank, that's a big thing. We never see that very often. It doesn't tend to anger us too much. Someone stealing that car parking space from you, that happens a lot. And that might be the 10th bad thing that's happened to us that day, and it's the one that pushes us over the edge. This is why we have to make sure that our actions and our reactions are all based around things as they are in the here and now. We can't carry the day's luggage around with us. We can't carry what's gone on the week before around with us, because it's going to affect what's happening here and now, and that's where the bad decisions get made. In this instance, a very bad decision gets made. After the fight has kind of simmered down a little bit and kind of reached a natural conclusion, one guy gets in his car to go away. And as he's turning around and as he's going away, someone decides to get in that final punctuation mark. That final, yeah, you better walk away, that people always do at bars, which then makes everything go off again. He walks up to the car with the bat and he strikes it. What the best result he was hoping for here is, I do not know. Because even if everything else that had gone on before it was an action that we can consider acceptable, and by the way, we don't, hitting someone else's vehicle with a bat when it's not a threat to you, it's not doing anything to you, is a criminal act in and of itself. So he won the fight because the guy was going away, and straight away he now starts to lose it again. Notice the hubris in the arrogance though, because he's got this big bat. He puts that shot in, he dents the car, and he walks away safe in the knowledge that he's victorious and the situation has now resolved itself. Except it hasn't. Because right away, the guy in the car decides you've now brought a baseball bat to a car fight. And he pins it, puts him on the bonnet, and then he puts him right through the window of that shop. I believe it's a bakery. I stand to be corrected on that in the comment section as usual. What's truly staggering here is in a minute, the escalation has gone from a parking dispute to a pitched battle on multiple opponents, to a weapons-based battle, to hitting a car, to a vehicular attempted homicide, to criminal mischief, damage, putting someone through a window, and even the lady that had the knife takes a knock and gets put down on the ground. What is going on? A 60-second escalation from nothing to very, very much something. That's how quick it can happen. That's how quick we can find ourselves in these situations when our judgment is flawed and when we're acting from instinct, when everything that we're doing is based around a perceived sense of wrongdoing that's put to us, or anger, or any number of frustrations that are built up inside of us. If we can just keep our heads about us, if we can just treat every situation as a fresh opportunity, then life goes so much smoother for us. When we carry all the stress of the day with us, when we take the anger, the frustrations, everything that's gone wrong, and we keep that inside, we haven't dealt with it, we haven't let it get out, it builds up, it builds up, it builds up, and eventually it explodes in the most unlikely of circumstances. I don't think any of these people would ever wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm going to put someone on a bonnet in my car and drive them through a bakery window today. And I don't think anyone else would say, you know what, over a car parking space, I think I'm going to wrap a bat around someone's head. But they did. One trigger point, one poor decision, and a banquet of consequences. We need to make every moment its own thing. That way, we can extract maximum enjoyment from the situations that are good, and we can ensure that the situations that are bad don't become worse. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for staying to the end of the video. So many people click off because they've seen the violence porn and they think that's all it's about. As someone that's actually committed to becoming a better person and to maybe taking action and improving themselves, I would like to offer you a very special discount. If you go on the link below to our Reality Check training series page and you enter the code RealityCheck20, you'll receive a 20% discount off the training materials that we're offering. This course is unlike anything that's on the market already. I've put over 30 years of martial arts experience, over 20 years of law enforcement experience, and the basis for the reality checks into this course. I'm confident it will make a difference in how you approach life and certainly in how you approach self-defense situations. So by clicking that link and entering the code RealityCheck20, you're going to get a discount on this course that, without word of a lie, will change your life. And if you don't believe us, just ask for the money back and we'll return it with no questions asked. Thank you for being an action taker. Thank you for staying with us, and I'll see you next time.